in a report on the real Hastert scandal, outlining how the former Speaker of the House, John Dennis Hastert, and other members of Congress and political appointees have been embroiled in drug money, money laundering, blackmail, and child rape, amongst other activities, exposing the real rot at the core of the political system itself, not something incidental to that system, but something that's been ingrained in part of it, into the heart of it, through this blackmail system of control. Well, we have the latest update already on that story, and this comes from, many places. Here's NBC News. Ex-House Speaker Dennis Hastert will plead guilty in hush money case.
Dennis Hastert, the longest-serving Republican Speaker of the House in history, one second in line to the presidency, has agreed to cut a deal with federal prosecutors, pleading guilty to charges he paid hush money to cover up allegations of sexual abuse. The deal will bring an end to the sordid case and keep secret the details of what really happened. Tonight we have
Oh, that's right, a plea deal, which will keep all of the allegations, all of the charges under wraps so that no one will ever find out what happened. Wow, that's shocking, said nobody ever. And of course, it should come as no surprise, especially to people who watched the report and saw all of the information in there, including, of course, the little nugget here about how all specifics about the case have been kept under seal and will continue to be now, as Judge Thomas Durkin agreed to a request by the U.S. Attorney's Office to keep materials secret, with prosecutors citing law enforcement and privacy interests. So there you have a perfect collusion between the prosecutors, the defendant, and the judge, all working together to keep all of the details of this case under wraps for the reasons that I outlined in this video report. But here's a little extra hint about the judge there and his relation to the case.
Well, what's next for Hastert depends on what happens with the judge today. Judge Thomas Durkin said he intends to disqualify himself because in the past he made contributions to Hastert's campaigns, and he also worked with Hastert's son at a law firm, but he gave both sides an opportunity to request he stay on.
Well, isn't that nice? So yes, contributed to Hastert's campaigns, worked with his son, conflict of interest start to finish, but he gave, both the defendants and the prosecutors, who both want the case kept under wraps, a chance to, allow him to disqualify himself, and they said no. So it all proceeded, and everything proceeded according to plan. The plea deal took place. We'll never know the details, or at least presumably we will never know the details, but of course some of them have been revealed over the years, and again, there's lots of footnotes here for people who are interested in digging into this case. For people who do want more details, for example, about Sibel Edmonds' story itself, I would, as always, highly recommend Classified Woman, which is the nonfiction story of what happened to her, and The Lone Gladio, which is the story of what's really going on behind the scenes in fictional form, of course. And for a limited time, the Kindle version of these books are greatly reduced. I think the Kindle version of Classified Woman is now $2.99, and the Kindle version of The Lone Gladio is $1.99. Obviously greatly reduced from usual sale price, so that you can hopefully get into this and find out more about this case. That's, of course, not going to be the end of our coverage here at the Corbett Report. We have more reporting on this to come, but I'll let you take a look at that when it drops next week. In the meantime, please do get The Lone Gladio, get Classified Woman if you've read them before.